Hey friends, and welcome back to the Reddit Rainbow. Y'all ready for another scary story? Y'all, grab your vibes and your delights, and let's jump into this spooky story called Something Terrible Happened with My Sister's Baby. Mild trigger warning, okay? It's baby related, okay? My sister and her husband were attending a friend's wedding in the city and asked me to watch their 7 month old baby, Sebastian, at their house for the evening. Their house was old, and I was convinced that the place was infested. Soon after arriving in the bathroom, I saw a type of bug that I had never seen before. It had a long black body with red stripes. Soon after I saw it, the thing disappeared behind the sink. My sister left instructions, which I followed. I put Sebastian to bed. He was very calm for a baby. I noticed he was growing hair on his head already, red like his mother's. I sat on the couch with the baby monitor nearby and watched TV. It wasn't long before I dozed off. Nick. I woke up to the sound of my name. I looked around, but nobody was there. I checked on the baby. He was fast asleep. I must have dreamed it, but the voice was so clear. My mother, rest in peace, had gone through a phase where she heard voices in her head. I hoped it wasn't happening to me. I was eventually able to calm down and fall asleep, but my dream, it felt so real. I was at a medieval king's feast. There was so much food laid out, and all I did was eat. I felt infinite hunger as I stuffed my face, scarfing down sliced beef, tearing the meat from a turkey leg, even crunching on the cartilage. Nick, I shot awake again. Who's there? I yelled. You have such a lovely mind, Nick, the voice whispered. I looked around in panic. Still, nobody was around. I felt strangely bloated. The voice continued. I think we're going to live happily together. Something was off. I needed to check the baby. Don't bother, the voice insisted. You won't like what you find. I ignored it. When I got to the baby's room, the crib was empty, and I felt a heavy sensation in the pit of my stomach. That's when I realized that there was hair on my tongue. I pulled it off and held it up to the light. It was a strand of red hair. Oh, dear Glob. He was delicious, the voice said. We enjoyed biting into him and crunching on his bones. What have I done? You have helped us feed, the voice went on. We've been wanting to feast on the child for months, but we are a mere insect, much too small for such a large meal. I fell to the floor, gagging, sobbing at the same time. Your brain is wonderful. The other brains were not as easily controlled as yours. As we crawled over your pleasure receptors, we were able to enjoy eating the child as much as if we had done it ourselves. Thank you, Nick. We might have never found a suitable host were it not for you. And that's the end of the story. That shit crazy, bro. Y'all, why did I imagine the like bug as like that dragon from, have you ever seen the Dragons of Erebos or whatever the fuck it is? It's like on Netflix. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sure I'll get it right and I'll put it on the screen. But like it was like the super duper bad guy was like a bug in the ear of like the archmage or some shit. It was crazy anyway, and he had a really silky voice, and I was trying to channel that. So if I did a bad job, I'm really sorry. Anyway, this person says they were literally nauseated. Thanks. I hate it. And then it says, "Dear God, this is awful." This one's just like, "Take my upvote." This one said, "Food dreams will never be the same." Yes. Oh man. All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this story. It was mad twisted and scary, but I can't wait to keep reading these stories. If you're in my Discord channel, send me a story to read. I want to hear your spooky stories. Send me a spooky story to read. I love getting into it. And as I can't wait to hear your thoughts, I can't wait to hear your reactions. And as always, I'll catch y'all later. Love you guys.